What's going on, everybody? John Eric Pola here with MyMMANews, continuing our coverage of Bellator 242, which, just as a reminder, is Bellator's first event back since the global COVID-19 pandemic. Now, as you can imagine, that during this pandemic, the fighters, just like many of us, had a lot of downtime. So what were they doing during that downtime? Well, we find out now. The coronavirus pandemic pretty much had the whole world on lockdown for quite some time. Now, during those months of quarantine, we all had different approaches to our days. Now imagine having the life of a fighter and not being able to go to a gym and work out. What could they have been doing during that time? Well, Sergio Perez, who fights in the main event tomorrow night at Bellator 242, worked out in his garage until his brother Anthony, who is a former UFC champion, had a fight within the UFC.
Yeah, in the beginning, obviously the gym was shut down for a bit, but it just made me have to open up a basement gym. So, I got my gym looking all good. I got a sauna down there, got some bags down there, ran. But once that passed, my brother Anthony got a fight for Dallas Cerrone, so we had to get back in the gym and get a small group of guys together that were all clean and COVID-free and just, had to keep on working and grinding. So, and I've been in camp for a while without a fight prepping, and then I found out I had a fight, so it was perfect. I was ready for it.
Now, standing across the cage from Pettis is the other half of the co-main event in Ricky Benitez, who says that the pandemic didn't really affect his time at all.
My life was the same. I train every day. I know some people have a job, put in 40 hours a week. So luckily I hang out at home. I work out. So my life is no different, and there wasn't really any fights. I'm used to taking a couple months off. So it worked out well for me.
Bellator welterweight Jason Jackson, who competes in the co-main event, wanted to be as active as he could during quarantine, so he focused on keeping his immune system healthy.
I did the test about 6 times, and like I said, I've been on my roots. Ginger, garlic, honey, onions, you name it. For spirulina, turmeric, I've been keeping up my immune system. So, anything could happen in 6 season. Regardless if COVID would have came around or not, people still would have got sick just, with a high level of training and everything. It's normal in some gyms. It's just now, if it's a cough or a headache or what, people forget that they can destroy their immune system just training every day. You need something to keep it up. So if you're not taking care of your immune system with everything that's going around right now, disease and everything, not wearing a mask and stuff like that, you're bound to get sick.
Quarantine wasn't so bad for some of the fighters on the card. For example, Jordan Mein, who makes his Bellator debut tomorrow night, picked up a new little hobby during the quarantine months.
I got into ping pong kind of hard, so that was kind of fun. Ping pong, that's where it's at for me the last little bit.
Also enjoying the downtime was Taiwan Claxton, who says he grew as a fighter during his downtime away from the Bellator cage.
I spent the time throughout COVID kind of just seeing where I was going to kind of lay roots, and I decided to do that in Denver. But before I decided on Denver, I was quarantined with AJ Matthews, and me and him got our thug tie on, and I grew a lot during the quarantine. So I think that it was a kind of a blessing in disguise for me to be able to slow down, not be fighting as much, and grow as a fighter. So, it was all positive things.
And finally, there's Aaron Pico, who praises the changes that Bellator has made during Fight Week due to the COVID restrictions, and he hopes that this will be the promotion's new norm.
I like this way better than regular Fight Week. Bellator has actually done a really, really, really good job with making sure all the fighters are safe, and we all have our own little saunas. We have our own workout room, treadmill, everything. So I'm very, very happy the way that this is ran. I feel like when all this craziness is over, I feel like they should do it this way. It's a lot more private. I get a lot more time. I don't have to be in the sauna with my opponent, or like I'll go down and man, if my opponent's going to be there, it's going to be like weird. Now I have my own stuff to worry about. I have my own treadmill. I have my own sauna. So I like this way a lot better. I don't got to deal with seeing a lot of people because I don't like to be around a lot of people anyway. So this works out for me.
And there you have it. The fighters were doing a lot of different things during their downtime during the COVID-19 pandemic, just like I'm sure many of us were doing all different things. But one thing is for sure, tomorrow night, we'll all be tuning into Paramount Network at 10 o'clock to catch the main card for Bellator 242. Once again, reporting for MyMMANews, I'm John Eric Poli.